had a quick question. Does DFNA, I mean, or not DFNA, but ABC, what do they do as far as this? Do you have to do one of the following, or do you have to do all of them?
We just require a driver's license or a green card and social security number.
Okay, thank you.
Did you want to exclude some of these things, or?
No. I was just thinking about if we needed more than one per residency. I was looking at this earlier, if you had an apartment here and you could use that as a residency, even though you didn't really live here. And
But they would have to have it for 7 years. So.
if you had an apartment for 7 years. And being from a border city, you see that a lot. So I'm from Texas.
So it might be a question, we do run into this in ABC. Do you want to recognize dual residency? Because you could have more than one residence.
Right.
But do you have to make it your primary residence, or do you say it's where you've been domiciled for 7 years? I mean, the amendment says residence, so it's got to say residence unless changed, but I think you could have,
Dual residence.
well, do you accept that, or do you only recognize primary residence?
That goes back to his point about, do we require 2 of these items rather than one?
I mean, I think it should be your primary residence.
A lot of people live, I mean, like, here in Texas,
This one.
would you have dual?
No, this one I'm from.
Okay.
Texarkana, and you see it all the time. Tax issues.
Good question.
Yeah.
But if you require 2, it'd be much more difficult. But if you do one, you say, no, I've got an apartment over here. And there are,
Does the amendment state 1, or does the amendment state 2?
It just requires residency.
It's just different tests. If not, I mean, if you're here and you're a true resident, it shouldn't be a problem about 2 of those things, motor vehicle, apartment rent.
You said how they prove their residency. So if you want to require 2, you could require 2.
Bill, I'm sitting right here and I can hardly hear it, and I bet you people back there can't at all. Thank you so much.
So the question on the table is whether we require 1 or 2 forms to establish residency in the state of Arkansas. And at the moment, the discussion is 2.
yes.
I'll make a motion for 2. Sounds better than 1. I think it's been some good
And I'll
ones.
say,
Commissioner Story, any comment?
Yeah, the only thing I was looking at is, I can see this from, the hard part is sometimes I think I can see where coming up with 2 of those is going to be difficult. The tax return should be one of the easier ones, but I can see where if you don't own a house and you moved around, it might be hard to find 7 years of leases or rental agreements. I don't think I would have 7 years of my utility bills. You know, maybe the vehicle registration might be one of those things, but again, that might be something where you could have somebody who has a registered vehicle here. So that would be my only concern, is just how hard it would be to come up with the documentation.
That's what lawyers are for, Travis.
Well, we have a motion, and so you heard Commissioner Story's comments. Any other comments? We're going to go ahead and vote. 1 or 2, 2 is a motion that's on the table. All in favor? Travis? Huh?
He votes against.
Okay. So we have 4 to 1 there. So we'll add for 2 to this. The next, anything else within the established residency in the state? So 4, to establish proof of no excluded felony convictions or other disqualifying background information, an individual applicant shall provide consent to a background check, including fingerprint.
So I think that's where my earlier comments come in, when you talk about questions on their background, what their history is. Whether it be professional license.
No, I think it's a good point. I think
Yeah.
that's why we added that.
That section up there, so that's great. So that was already added.
And do we need to, is this where we need to add the point of, even if you have a history of it, this is where you would have a checkbox, yes or no? It doesn't disqualify you, but it needs to be disclosed.
I think that's when you craft your form, your application form, that's just a question that you have on the form.
Commissioner Story, anything else on that section?
Nothing on that one.